998 Ainger Street today. This is the second year rather, that we've opened this building for open house, and it's been wonderful both times. This building is in the Ainger Estate. This is one of the first buildings actually constructed in the Ainger Estate. And what you get is that because it's the first time you have a planned development, you have a new typology. And critically, the thing about this building is that you're combining two different kind of construction techniques. So the one that you see over your head here, this is timber framing. It's very medieval in style. There are no nails holding this building together structurally, except for a couple in the valley beams. We won't talk about that. Basically, this building is all held together with timber pegs, and we'll show you a little bit more about that downstairs. So the other thing about it then is that it's combining the medieval style timber framing with brick construction. Now, brick construction is only starting to be used here in the first decades of the 17th century, so it's very, very new on the scene when this building is constructed. So you know how when you're walking down all of Dublin's Georgian streets and you see this really regular line, you can't see the roofs, right? Well, that wasn't the case in the 1660s. They were actually quite demonstrative with their roofs. And so what you see here, you see the line of these trusses right here, these principal rafters? That was actually the front of your roof. So I would actually be outside the building right here at this stage. So this wall was actually put up later on. It was probably, the wall here is probably from the 1940s, but in terms of that aesthetic, it was probably added on in the 18th century. While this building was over 10 feet wider than your average Dublin house at the time, it's about 36 feet wide. The building was valued at about £8, and of course that had to do with its size and in value and so on. But the buildings on the southern end of the street, down near number 20 in those buildings, they're not valued at £8 per year, which is still a lot of money. They're valued at 20, 50, 60, 80 pounds per year. So that really gives you a sense of where this building falls in the kind of socioeconomic strata. So I also know that Mark was telling you about the kind of retinue that were living on the street in the 17th century. We didn't probably have, most likely anyway, a titled person living here, probably either a Mr. Price or a Mr. Dipsey living here in 1667, most likely a merchant. Probably a wealthy merchant, but still not a member of the peerage.
We did something called dendrodating on this building, which is taking a sample of all the tree rings going from the bark layer, the sapwood and the heartwood. The board on the right behind you shows a little bit of that happening. We've got that done at Queen's University. So David Brown would have come down and taken the samples. We have two predominantly for the structure here. If you'd like to just squeeze up a little bit, but mind the holes in the floor, because we seem to have an extra big group